What's up, guys? I am back at it again. And let me tell you, I'm pretty excited about this one. The fine folks over at the Oyster Bed hooked me up once again. As you guys might have seen before, I done cooked out of this bad boy right here. I made oyster bienvenue. Well, now they hooked me up with the Stella. Stella! No? Movie reference? Well, anyway, I've already seen what these things can do with some oysters, but I really wanted to show you guys how versatile these little dishes can be. So, I asked them, what else is there that I could really put together that would really excite you guys? And they told me about a dish called seafood bomb. Seafood bomb? Go on. So it turns out seafood bomb is a fillet of trout with a crab cake, wrapping the fillet over the crab cake and topping it off with shrimp étouffée. I told them I have got to make that. So, with that being said, y'all stick around, because I'm about to knock this out. Paya! All right, guys. Want to get you a nice sized pot or saute pan, heat it up. Okay, guys, so over at my prepping area, I've got 6 fillet of trout. And I'm going to take these trout and I'm going to brush them with some lemon juice by squeezing the juice out this lemon right here. The citrus and acidity will help tone down any fishiness of the trout. Now I'm just going to take my little brush right here, dip it in some lemon juice, and brush it on like so. Now I'm just going to repeat this all the way across, front and back. Okay, guys, once you got your lemon on the fish, you want to go ahead and season both sides of the fish real good with some Cajun or Creole seasoning. And there you go. Seasoned fish. All right, we've covered it up, and now we're going to move it to the fridge. Okay, guys, now we're going to get started on our crab cakes, and we're going to do so by chopping these vegetables. So what you have here is a green bell pepper, 2 sticks of celery, 1 yellow onion, and 3 cloves of garlic. Choo! Hiya! Boy, that is not for the faint of heart. Woo-hoo! Okay, guys, so we got our vegetables off to the side over here, but first, I'm going to ask this half stick of butter to take a seat. And get yourself melted. Okay, once the butter has melted, drop in your vegetables. So we want these to get very soft, so we're probably going to saute them for 25 minutes, maybe 30. All right, so it's okay to let this sit for a little bit, because back at my prep station over here, I've got a bunch of green onions and a handful of parsley. And I'm going to get it chopped up and add it in with about 10 minutes left of sauteing. And here you go. Stir that in. All right, guys. This is perfect right here. So, at this time, I'm going to turn this fire off. And then I'm also going to remove this from the heat. You could either leave it in here or put it in a bowl off to the side. But that's what we're doing with it for now. Okay, guys, so now we're going to get started making our crab cakes. And we're going to get first these 2 egg yolks into this bowl right here. So we're going to go with a little trick I discovered a long time ago on the internet. You take a plastic bottle here and you squeeze it, put it on the yolk, and bam. Goes right up in there. Look at that, boy. Squeeze it out. Boop. Just like that. Okay, so go ahead and whisk these 2 egg yolks. Get them mixed around real good. Get them kind of airy. That way they work really well as a good binding agent. There we go. Let's move on. So now we're going to go ahead and add our ingredients. We start off with 1/4 cup of mayonnaise. Mayonnaise, however you say it. Next, 2 tablespoons of Dijon mustard, Make sure it's Dijon mustard. A tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. 1/2 tablespoon of hot sauce. 1/2 tablespoon of Cajun or Creole seasoning. Our sauteed vegetables. The juice from half a lemon. Let's go ahead and mix this around. Beautiful. All right, next I will be adding 1 pound of lump crab meat. Just to let y'all know, I carefully went through all of this to try and remove any lingering shells that I could. All right, to this we are also adding 1/4 cup of plain breadcrumbs. And next, we're going to get our hands up in there very gently and let all the ingredients come together. All right, this is what you should have in the end. So, now we're going to make some cakes. All right, guys, I got my crab cake mixture over here on this scale, so that way I can make 6 evenly portioned crab cakes. Also, I will put them each on this pan right here, which has been covered with foil and sprayed with a non-stick cooking spray. So I'm making them in this little tool I got here. I'm not real sure where I got it. It was a set of them, and I figured, hey, that'll make some perfectly round little crab cakes. Go! Let's move on to the next one. Boy, these look delightful. All right, guys. So at this point, you're going to want to cover them with foil and put them in the freezer for at least 1 hour, which is perfect for us because now we're going to get started on our shrimp étouffée. So once again, we are heating up our pan over here. And back over to our prepping area, we're going to chop some vegetables. Okay, guys, so over here we have 2 yellow onions, 2 sticks of celery, 1 bunch of green onions, 1 green bell pepper, 1 red bell pepper, and 4 cloves of garlic. I'm just going to get this chopped real quick and move on, because too much paya and y'all might start seeing triple. Kind of like this one finger right here. Whoop! Got him! All right, guys, our vegetables are chopped, and now we're going to move on to this pan. We're going to add 2 sticks of butter, or 4 half sticks. Woo! Get it melted. Once your butter is melted, drop in your vegetables. We got to get these vegetables very soft, because the key to a good étouffée is some very, very soft vegetables. So I usually cook mine down about 50 minutes to an hour, or until they are very soft. All right, guys, our vegetables are very soft. So this time I'm going to move most of them, if not all of them really, to one side of this pan, and then I will add some flour to the other side and get a little bit of a roux going. Okay, so to right here we are adding 3 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. And we're going to blend that in. Beautiful. All right, now get this stirred around. All right, guys, so we're going to continue to stir this around for about the next 15 minutes. But in the meantime, I'm also getting a small amount of oil here heated so I can pan fry my crab cakes. It's probably about 1/4 inch of oil. All right, so at this time, I want to go ahead and season this. I'm going to do 1/2 tablespoon of Cajun or Creole seasoning, 1 teaspoon of salt, and 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. Paya! Stir that around. All right, guys, we got a nice color here, as you can see. I went a little over the 15-minute mark just to get a good color going. But at this time, I will add 1 cup of hot water. And And stir that around good. Let it thicken up a little bit. All right, once you got that blended, you're going to go ahead and cover it up and put the fire to a simmering heat. There you go. Get it low. Just let it sit there until we're ready to put the shrimp in. All right, guys, over here at our station, we got our crab cakes from the freezer, some egg wash, and plain panko breadcrumbs. We're going to go ahead and dip each one of these, batter them up, and put them on this plate. Comme ça. And there you have it. So now we're about to get frying. As we frying, feel free to stir your etouffee every so often here, because water will evaporate. You can also maybe add a little bit water back to it. It'll be all right, because that water will continue to evaporate, but you'll be able to maintain the consistency. I actually went ahead and added a little bit to mine right here. So that way I can let it sit with ease while I'm frying those crab cakes. All right, let's drop a crab cake in and hope for the best. Woo, that was kind of hot. All right, I'm going to fry them up for a little bit on each side. All right, I can see them brown in here, so I'm going to try and flip. There we go, looking good. Perfect. I'm going ahead and taking these out. I'm going to fry up the other ones, and we'll be good to go. So, in the meantime, I am still coming back and stirring this etouffee. And if things are looking too thick, I just add a little bit more water. I'm not adding the shrimp yet because shrimp cook pretty fast. So I'm just letting it simmer. It'll be all right. Make sure around this time you preheat your oven to 375 degrees. Guys, I love the Stella. I really do. You got all these perfect little crevices to cook your dish. And all the drippings fall right here, where you can dip bread or scoop it back on top of your dish. Just like the smaller oyster bed. The thing is, I did it big. Big pieces of trout, big crab cakes, so I got to break out the big dog once again. All right, guys, so at this time, we're going to go ahead and add 2 pounds of fresh raw shrimp to this sauce. We're going to mix it in. Get it blended good. Okay, so while our shrimp is simmering, we are wrapping our fish around our crab cake. True, I ain't never heard of no seafood bomb, but that sure does look like the bomb right there. Let's get it topped with some etouffee. So just so y'all know, shrimp etouffee will have a lighter color compared to your crawfish etouffee, and that's typically because you don't have all the fat from the crawfish like you do in crawfish etouffee. But we're going to go ahead and top this off on our seafood bombs over there and get crack-a-lackin'. Just take our spoon right here, nice little mixture, and lather it over the top. Comme ça. What y'all think about that? Woo-hoo! All right, let's get this in the oven and bake it probably 15-20 minutes. Just so y'all know, at this time, I'm also cooking some rice. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the time has finally arrived. Look at this right here. Does that not look amazing? Oh my gosh. And I tell you what, we even got more etouffee to top it off with. We about to plate up. Ooh, and that is how I roll, ladies and gentlemen. Let's eat. I'm speechless. I mean, it looks impressive. If you're trying to impress somebody, this is the dish to make. Well, all right, guys, if you are interested in getting your very own oyster bed, just head on over to theoysterbed.com. You can check out all their amazing products and decide which one is best for you. Well, without further ado, let's take a bite. Looks good to me. That shrimp almost fell off. Are you kidding me? It's like a seafood extravaganza. It's really good. You got that great flavor of crab cake right there in the middle, and it has just the perfect tanginess and heat with all the different flavors we put in it. The fish is cooked perfectly. It's nice and flaky. You got the fresh shrimp with that buttery etouffee sauce lathered over the top. This is literally the bomb. Well, look, guys, once again, I had a blast cooking for all of y'all. I appreciate it if you stuck around this long. I know that this video was a long-winded one. However, it was worth it. Okay, so that's a wrap. Head over to theoysterbed.com and check them out. Other than that, I got nothing else for you. Thanks for tuning in. Paya! Oh my gosh, it's like a party in your mouth.